Hi guys, welcome to another blog style video. It's going to be the last blog style video at the end of the year, so I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on what's been going on around the garage and what's going on with the Hilux. So first of all, the garage, not a lot have changed. I have got this new compressor. Where is it? There it is. Which I bought just at the beginning of the month, the whole Black Friday thing. So that should help us with cleaning down parts and possibly doing a bit of spraying as well. Other than that, not a lot. Not as you can see, I've just finished doing a video which will be released later on today, hopefully. The drawers and that were back in the Hilux, but now have come back out again. So got a few projects on the go. Been busy for the Christmas holiday. Got a new jump start, which again I'll do another video. It's basically the same one I've been using, but this one's a bigger one, so I'll do a bit of a video about that as well. Yeah, so that's it for pretty much the garage. Not like I said, not a lot has changed. So we'll move on to the Hilux, which quite a bit has changed. So bumper's back on again, taking that off for a time being. It's still a work in progress, but all the lights actually work now. So it means when I'm driving at night, I've got the extra lights to help people hopefully not run into me. The roof tent still needs to be taken off and winterized. Can't do that at the moment because obviously all this stuff's in here. So once the drawers and stuff go back in, we can winterize the rooftop tent. A few new additions to the front of the Hilux. I'll actually have to go and get my keys, so I'll go and do that. So it's a bit dark in here, but obviously you can hopefully see my two new additions. Main thing down here, this is basically what makes up my suspension control at the moment. Again, I'll release a more in-depth video, but I'll show you how it works in a second. But I moved away from the whole Raspberry Pi thing, so it's just the Arduino which is controlling everything now, so which means that the display module appears a lot simpler, a lot less to go wrong, and it's all operated by a simple three-way rotary switch, low, medium and high suspension settings. So that is basically just kind of placed there while I'm doing a bit of long-term testing before I make something a bit more permanent of it. Next one is this nice little gauge which I've mentioned previously in the automatic transmission cooler video. So I made this little plastic panel with one of my new gadgets, which is a 3D printer, which I'll show you at the end of the video. It's not a perfect fit, there's a bit of a gap there and stuff, but again, this is just the prototype, and it holds quite snugly just in a little gap in between the actual dash and the cubbyhole kind of panel, so that's quite nice and secure. And it's just kind of out of driver's eyesight, so it's not too distracting. But I'm going to turn this on. It's going to start flashing at me because the actual temp sensor's not been put in place yet. So
Facebook, Twitter or Instagram or email.
Now you'll be able to see, basically, I don't know if you're actually going to be able to see it on camera. Probably not. I'll see if I can get a better shot of that later. But that's now telling me the levels and stuff. And if I turn the switch, hopefully you'll be able to see the suspension rise. Might not come across on video because it doesn't go up that high. You hear the compressor kicking in there. And the fan which I've put in to cool the compressor, which is catching on the surround at the moment. But then maybe if we go to high. can kind of see it there. It's not very easy to see on video, but again, I'll do a more in-depth video about that. Might be easier to see it going down. Yeah, the problem is there's not a lot of weight in the back here either at the moment because the drawers are out, so we so you can see I've got a fan in there just to help with the compressor, not so much when it's cycling on and off for the airbag controller, but more when we're inflating tyres. This compressor pretty much runs flat out and gets quite hot underneath in the cabinet there. So I've got just a computer fan, 140mm computer fan, which is just hooked up to some power and just helps with a bit of airflow. So, final last update for this video is this 3D printer I was talking about. Originally bought this mainly just as kind of a I don't know, a bit of a project. 3D printing is starting to become more and more a hobby than anything else, so I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon here. But it has actually come in very useful. Like I said before, the panel that I printed out, and I've also got plans for other bits and pieces to print out to use on the Hilux. Yeah, I'll get some footage of this actually, of this actually working properly and doing an actual useful thing. But essentially, it just melts plastic and lays it down in layers and builds it up like that. So that concludes us for 2018. Like I said, keep an eye out for all these videos coming out. I am trying to get them out, but a few things have kind of gotten in the way recently, so I've been struggling a little bit. But I'm popping them out as much as I can, and now is around about the time I start planning some trips. So looking to go up to the north of England again. I'm not going to give too much away because I'm not entirely sure how it's all going to pan out yet, but yeah, keep tuned for all that, and I shall see you in the new year.